Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago, where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike, 57. 65. Go, great. 65. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Wentz now on first down. This ball complete to Reagor. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call line against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the counter now is Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Jalen Smith.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brings up third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Cowboys nothing.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. From midfield, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third and long, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Van Der Esch on the tackle.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz. And it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, it's Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weaks.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Randy Gregory. His second sack of the night. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Cowboys nothing.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
At the 41.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Pickup. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Prescott from the gun. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper.
Prescott's pass.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Elliott. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The tackle by
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Dallas.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Carson Wentz.
Randy Gregory able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. High throw, but he makes the catch.
Complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Cowboys.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go to Elliott again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Complete to
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Darian Thompson. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay.
What a play! What a play!
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And it'll be Dalton again. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to let this go deep for Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 45 yards. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That's good. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they take a knee.